We'll be right back. Oh, wow. This is my first time seeing this. I'm glad I waited.
And it was a huge counter from Whyte, who ends the rematch in dramatic style. And our attention goes to Dereck Chisora, who's being turned to, because that was a double effect knockdown. And it was lights out straight away. And David Hayes in dismay in the corner. And after Dereck Chisora's huge efforts, we hope, first and foremost, that he's absolutely fine. The medical team in.
I know he's fine. So I was out of town yesterday at the Charlo brothers fight. Very interesting event. And I knew the results of this. I saw only like a brief clip. I didn't know he was down that long. Man, my heart would have been pounding if I had watched this live. But we do know that Dereck Chisora is all right. But he got laid the fuck out. And David Hayes just there like, damn, I hope he's all right. TstreeT Controversy. This TstreeT Controversy Live. It is 10:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am going to get a clock widget. I'm going to get a clock or just hang some shit up. But it's 10:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, December the 23rd, 2018. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Dereck Chisora, and it's too early to say because I don't remember. Maybe because, I'm a little, sleep deprived right now. Was this the best heavyweight fight of the year? See, Wilder Fury was tension filled. Nah, this wasn't better than Wilder Fury. And, even though he was born, again, Christian, and, we all love Christ. Tyson Fury, the angel that came down for Tyson Fury didn't come down for Dereck Chisora. He was like, nope. Dillian Whyte has gotten a lot better, and it was good to see that he didn't gas out like he did. See, this was a different fight than the Joseph Parker fight where he was putting on a lot of offense, but also you notice that Joseph Parker wasn't pressuring him like Dereck Chisora was and going to the body. So it was good to see him hold up like that. I'm sure you probably seen it. It's all over social media. I'm sure you probably seen the replay of the knockdown. I can't go full screen. They're going to get me. They're going to get me. They're going to get me. But they be giving me shit about playing, like these brief highlights, even though they give them out free on social media. So, but whatever, that's our issue, not yours. We're working on it to make sure that, nothing disrupts our job going forward in the future. Damn, I'm glad my man Del Boy all right. However, let's be honest, I know what people are thinking. He's not done. Even though he got knocked the fuck out, he is not done. Oh, kept his hands down. Parker versus Chisora, anyone? Lucas Brown versus Dereck Chisora, anyone? Him and Brian Jenny's close friends, so that's not happening. Ooh. Now, looking at the resume of Dillian Whyte, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to hear the Eddie Hearn part because I remember looking on Twitter and I was trying to keep up with like the fight stuff because yesterday what was going on was it was a Keith Thurman Jose Zito Lopez press conference the same time the fight was going on, so I couldn't cover it live. But damn, they keep showing this knockout. That shit was brutal. Listen, I would have been hyping shit yesterday. But Dereck Chisora 2. Twice, Joseph Parker, Lucas Brown, Robert Helenius, David Allen, after he lost to Anthony Joshua. That's the best heavyweight resume. Now, I said something earlier in the week during the fight week preview, joking around that that Wilder, because he had Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury on his resume, even though he lost to Luis Ortiz fight, in my opinion, I was saying that count as like two different opponent. That count like a Luis Ortiz count as like a Joseph Parker and a Robert Helenius, right? Can he account for two of those? But see, that's me joking again. I know you can't, use that type of boxing logic in like, well, actually people do. But overall, he has, depending on how you look at Klitschko, he has a better resume than Anthony Joshua, in my opinion. But then again, nah, because he beat Dillian Whyte. Why would I ever say some dickhead? See, I'm human. See, you see, I was gonna say that dickhead shit. I told you we not always gonna agree all the time. Oh wait, let me listen in. See, I was gonna say that dickhead shit. Y'all caught me. Y'all found me out. But Dillian Whyte. How do you view Dominic Breazeale? I was just at his fight yesterday. Vladimir Klitschko, Joseph Parker, Povetkin, I rate him highly. Second best. Dillian Whyte is the second best resume among heavyweights.
Knockout victory, still WBC silver and WBO international.
He's the shoe-in to get the big man.
Champion Dillian.
Big Baby Miller was there. Big Baby Miller's trying to get Trevor Bryan, but it looks like that may be going sour.
24 rounds they've shared together, 23, and Dillian Whyte gets a double victory, but how tough was that? And how brave and strong and determined was Dereck Chisora. But it is a Whyte Christmas. He will enjoy it more. And it surely means a shot at Anthony Joshua alongside us, or Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, the winner of that. One of those three. He's got to get that, hasn't he, in 2019? He deserves it.
I like what you did there as well. It's going to be a Whyte Christmas for Dillian. Let's not let that go over our heads. I love that. And as you said,
that's Joshua commentating.
And also, look, for me talking, everyone knows what we need to do. I need to fight Deontay Wilder.
He moved off.
How close are we? Are we close or not?
You know what I found interesting? I heard his trainer say Tyson Fury needs a break.
That joint was sold out.
Now I think Deontay Wilder's in a sticky position because he was trying to freeze me out. Now he's in a sticky position. I'm ready. But look, I'm proud of what Dillian's done. I don't want to say forget, but Dillian over Miller, in my opinion. He deserves it. He's fought the tougher, stiffer competition, and you've got to give it to the man who's worked his way up the rankings. If it's not Wilder or Fury, why not Dillian?
And if you get Wilder, maybe it's Dillian Whyte and Jarrell Miller. What about?
He don't want Fury, though. He said he don't want Fury
in the heavyweight division. Let's get to the victor, Dillian Whyte, with Andy.
I don't understand the logic behind that part.
Some saw the
Please don't cut Dillian Whyte interview off.
A controversial points win for you. That was emphatic. How satisfying is it to end the fight like that?
I'm going the distance, you know. For me, it was hard because I was trying to box discipline. I was trying to take my time. I hurt him in the first round, and I thought, you know what, go after him. And I was like, hey, man, relax. You got 12 rounds to do this. You know, I know the main thing is being controlled, taking my time, and boxing my way. And I knew it would come. You know, I knew they trained for my left hook. They kept mentioning it. So I worked in the right hand. I hit him with the right hand a few times. Unrotted him. Then I thought, you know what, I noticed he kept making the same mistake. He kept bobbing and weaving my 1-2 left hook. So I threw a lazy right hand and just dipped a bit. Boom.
Cleanest shot of your career?
No. Listen, that's my money shot. That shot's going to put a lot of people away. Trust me. They can train for it as much as they want. It's 12 round. I will land it at some point. And my right hand's come on, still getting there. You know, I was a bit scatty at times, but it's hard because I'm a warrior. I want to scrap, and I'm just like, don't scrap. I guess him out again. All right, Shan, keep it together. You know?
He brought the fire and he brought the fury.
Stale ass lemonade.
The little bit more of the quality was with you.
Say again?
He brought the fire and the fury, but do you think that the bit of the quality was with you?
Listen, you can bring whatever you want, man. I've been in deep waters and I can swim. You know, it meant nothing to me, you know. As long as I stay calm and cool, as you can see, I was in great shape. I wasn't tired once, but I was just pacing myself, and I knew it was gonna come, man. They can bring whatever they want, you know. I never had a long amateur career. I had 7 amateur fights. I think this is my 26th professional fight. No experience compared to all these guys, but I'm learning. Every camp I'm learning, I'm improving, I'm getting better and better. So, you know, like I say, I'm the can man. Whoever won it can get it. #1, baby! Let's go! Let's go!
You stole that from Adrian Broner.
The last one on the fight itself, and then we can talk about the future. No one says that you're going to be friends for life, but would you concede that you bring the best out of each other?
Yeah, I want that lanky piece of shit over there next.
Apologies for the language. Who are you pointing at?
Do this. go. Last time you tried to get me when I wasn't at ringside last time. Let's do this.
Oh, I didn't know he was going to get in the ring.
Is that right?
Let's go.
Oh, they're going to copyright me. Let me
Go.
put this over here.
Hold this.
Disney was on my ass last week for the
you wanna have a quick
ESPN
right
shit.
do you want to give him a right to reply there?
No, get in the ring,
Maybe you should
AJ.
stay out there, but I'll give you a right to reply.
First of all,
Oh, he don't wanna
let's have a
face
round
off
of
with
applause
him.
For Chisora, please. Please. For Dillian
Nah,
Whyte,
get in the ring.
please. Can we get one more for Eddie?
I don't like that.
Oh. But look, you know what I said down there to Adam and Carl? I said, look, Dillian, let's forget about what happened in the past in that fight. British level, we're both at world level now, and we can see what we're about. Do you know what I mean? Forget all that he said, she said. Good fight back then, now we have to see where we're at right now. But first of all, we know how the list goes. Number 1, number 2, and if they're not available, let's see if we can get on. And if anyone deserves a wide title shot, I think it's Dillian.
I'm not sitting around waiting for you. We need to know what we're doing. I got my own career. I'm not waiting for you to chase Adam, man. Even with fighting, we're not fighting, bro.
I know where you're coming from, but as I said, if there's anyone who deserves a shot, if it ain't them, it's you.
I work my way up, bro. Let's go.
So if it wasn't Deontay Wilder, let me ask you a question. If it wasn't Deontay Wilder, it's a fan-friendly sport. Would they be interested in Dillian Whyte? So if Dillian Whyte fight gets made, I don't want to hear any boos and it's not the fight we want to see. Do you know where I'm coming from? Deontay
there you
Wilder's
go.
the target, but if it's not him, it's Dillian Whyte.
I like how he laid that
Let's
shit
go
out there.
to
We know it's going to be Dillian
We
Whyte.
have lost Dillian Whyte.
Are they going to cut?
Foreseeable future.
I heard they're going to cut him off. Are they going to cut him off?
13th, can those two fight each other at Wembley Stadium?
This is the Showtime broadcast I'm watching.
Because I think Dillian Whyte's going to become the WBO mandatory early next year, and that'll be due in September. So I think it's a matter of...
So
They cut him off.
Dillian Whyte said that he wanted to win decisively. He gets the decisive knockout in the 11th round.
Amazing fight.
They are also floating around the idea of Joshua versus Big Baby Miller in New York. But, of course, they should be skeptical and careful because Joshua is a growing name in the States, and he did really, really good on ESPN last week. I admit. But that was also the first time that he was over here in the States and was grilled by American media that wasn't kissing his ass. That's the real shit right there. He wasn't used to it. But he held his own. And what I learned about him is he got mic skills. Now, here's the thing. You can have mic skills and be saying totally fucked up and making up words and preaching and shit and be like Deontay Wilder. As long as you're able to hold yourself on the mic and, you know, for example, Gervonta Davis. I was at a fight last night. He was there. He's getting better on the microphone, but he still have, you know, issues articulating himself. Anthony Joshua doesn't. You see what I'm saying? So you could tell he was getting a little heated. You saw it all in his body language and everything. Like Max Kellerman was getting at him. But he held his own. So I like how he laid it out right there. And it's like, listen, they're not confident they're going to get Wilder. Wilder wants Fury next. Fury, however, is talking other stuff, but also that maybe because Showtime can't accommodate the pay-per-view date when they want it, meaning when the fighters want it. You can't just go willy-nilly putting on pay-per-views whenever you want. So Steven Espinoza, last I checked, it was a media call. Was it the post-fight media call for Wilder? I believe it was. A few days later, so in the channel where he was like, you know, like maybe like, you know, early to mid-summer-ish, June or so. But that's kind of a long time. You kind of want these fighters back by like May or so, right? Now, normally a fighter who would fight in September, a la Floyd Mayweather and, you know, Canelo Alvarez, would fight in a September, then fight in a May. But then they will also fight in September, so kind of that break was needed. You see what I'm saying? From May to September, meaning. Take a week off, few weeks off, go right into camp. So, I guess, listen, I understand the politics, and I understand the politics on why Dillian Whyte is not the WBC mandatory. Go talk to Don King of WBC about that. When they tried to make Dominic Breazeale versus Bermane Stiverne for the WBC interim on the undercard of Wilder versus Ortiz, the first time Wilder Ortiz was supposed to happen. So therefore, since Bermane Stiverne was the number one, they elevated him to number one contender status and ordered Deontay Wilder to fight him since Luis Ortiz had failed the drug test. Therefore, they said, well, we can't just fuck over Dominic Breazeale because he was going to fight for the interim, therefore mandatory. You see what I'm saying? That's literally the story. That is the story. But shout out to Dillian Whyte, man, and shout out to Dereck Chisora because he, even though he got knocked the fuck out, like I said, his career's been like reborn. You know? He was laid out. You can't say the referee didn't give him a chance. In regards to Dillian Whyte, you know, now that we know that for a Sky pay-per-view fight, he is not exclusive to the zone. Therefore, he can fight a Luis Ortiz. He can fight a Gerald Big Baby Miller. And they can do that on the zone. Maybe in the States. Maybe they can bring Dillian Whyte over to the States in a power move. I don't know if Gerald Big Baby Miller would take that fight, though. I don't know if both of them would take that fight. I think they would both turn down each other. Kubrat Pulev is very interesting situation because he's over there with Top Rank. Which means that a Sky pay-per-view fight between Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev could end up on ESPN if they bid more than the zone. There's been, you know, conflicting stories this week on whether Anthony Joshua is exclusive to the zone or not in the States. We have learned that the zone does have first bid dibs on Sky pay-per-view fights over in the UK. But like we saw, they didn't bid enough for this one, Whyte versus Chisora 2, meaning the zone, which raised a lot of eyebrows. People was like, yeah, what the fuck? They supposed to be, and then remember they lost that Maurice Hooker purse bid. What the fuck is going on? I thought they was taking over the motherfucking boxing game. Yeah, they secured the 160-pound division. But anyway, we got to go. This video's running long. Shout out to Dillian Whyte. Probably going to be my last Dillian Whyte, maybe heavyweight boxing video of the year I'm going to do. Who knows? Time to wrap it up for the year. Tired of shit. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.